Hello everyone, can anybody hear me? I think so. So hello everyone, my name is Hubert and as you probably know, I'm the CEO of the project. So maybe I should just unmute on my Discord channel because Scott is with me. Hey Scott. Hey
Hello,
Scott,
yeah.
there? So Scott is the second project manager. So yep, actually that's everything from the beginning. So now we can simply wait for the questions on the chat.
Yep.
Is anything you want to say, Scott, at first, or maybe I should just lower the volume?
I've actually got some. I've got some questions from the Steam Hub right now on the announcement page.
Okay, so I think that you should send them to me just in the private message, cause.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
From Zuko.
Okay, so the first question is, why are some SCPs blacklisted? I understand 682, but not the others. Take 999 for example. Can 999 be like a... I don't know how to pronounce that word, Scott?
Disturbance.
Okay, disturbance SCP. So that was the question from Zuko, if I spell it correctly, if I say it correctly. And why they are blacklisted? Because it's quite hard to explain, but we have a good reason to not add them, because at first we would like to add more violent SCPs. I mean that we don't want to add any neutral or friendly SCPs. We want only to add aggressive SCPs. So that's our point. Maybe I should just NCS. I will play some music in the background because it's quite quiet right now. Okay. I think that can be good. Now, maybe something other. Okay, so what's the next question?
Next question.
What? Okay,
oh, sorry,
so
that's
the
the wrong question there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's happening with my head?
Start with my control. There we go.
So maybe in the meanwhile I'll take one question from the chat. Will be micro HID adjusted? At challenging charge, play should be able to control charge process. Okay, so I don't want to make micro HID overpowered, because currently the biggest problem in the game is with the grenades. I mean with the overpoweredity. Okay. So at first we don't want to repeat the same issue like it was with the grenades, so we don't want to overpower the micro HID because it should be the only one charge that have to be hard to control. Okay, the guys plan to make a nuke above the surface. Plan a nuke above the surface. Okay, so I think that you are trying to ask if are we going to add some kind of additional decontamination process of the outside. So I think that the problem is that a lot of people, even after detonation, the run can be quite long even after detonation. So we were planning to add some kind of looking for a good word for that. I know how to pronounce it in Polish, but I'm looking for a good... So the plane will rise over the outside and will drop at bombs. So that was my my suggestion, but I will have to think about it because it's something like PUBG or something like that.
Like some sort of carpet bomb.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, is it so laggy? Because people say that stream is lagging. Is it true? Will SCP-079 be returned? And when? I can't say when, but as it's... there is a text over my head and it says that you should check the FAQ before saying anything. So yeah, there is a list on our Discord that says that SCP-079 will be bring back, but I can't say when. Max support planet anytime soon or ever or never. So currently we have some troubles with handling the two platforms, so maybe if the game will be more stabilized, then we try to export it on the different platforms, but currently we have some problems with handling two of them, so we are not going to export on any other platforms in the nearest future. Okay, what's the next question? Are there going to be any more human classes in the game? Janitors, guards, non-MTF, doctors, etc. Okay, so different classes. Okay, that's a good idea, and I've been thinking about it. But honestly, I can't answer that question right now, because it's quite a hard decision to make, because I think that current kind of classes, if I add more classes, they will lose their I'm looking for a good word, because I'm trying to avoid doing new classes with the same tasks to do. For example, if I add guards, they would be working quite the same like the MTF. So I would rather like to make more classes, but not related to the rest of them. Being able to crouch and to hide behind desk and stuff when. Okay, so I can say when, but it's coming out. We are going to add crouch, and I don't know how to say it in English, but you can actually behind the wall do something like that. I don't know how to say it in English, but by pressing Q or E, it will be of course
like a leaning mechanic, yes?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't know that word, so lean, yeah, okay. Pick up, yeah, pick out, something like that. More skins for D-boys and scientists. I think you're asking about character customization. It's something that we are going to do. As I said, I don't know when, because a lot of features are... the priority of our features are quite random. As you can see on the... maybe I should just check the previous roadmap. Just wait a second, give me a minute. I just need to find the not recent, but the previous roadmap. Where is that? Okay, I think I quite okay, I got it. So maybe I should just show you that on my screen. Oh no, this one. So it's hard visible because of the chat, but as you can see, our first priorities would local and remote admin features, then more SCPs, weapon overhaul and map generator. Currently, actually we did the map generator at first, then we made more SCPs, then remote admin and weapon overhaul at the very end. So as you can see, our priorities of where's the current scene? Okay, that one. Our priorities of tasks are not constant. It is changing their positions. So okay, I have some problems with my Windows. Okay, never mind then. What's the next question? Any future factions? Scott? Factions, is that okay?
Factions.
Okay, for SCP-SL, are we stuck with the chaos and MTF forever? Aha, okay. Fractions. Factions or fractions? What's the...
Factions.
Okay, so... Yeah, that's quite hard questions, and I'm not going... I'm not going to answer it, because... Actually, I don't know, I'm not sure. Will evacuation shelter be accessible at some point? No, the lore of the game, of our containment breach in the secret laboratory is... maybe I should just play the MTF announcement from the containment breach. I just have to find it. Where is that? Intercom MTF announcement. So... Okay.
Epsilon 11, designated Nine-Tailed Fox, has entered the facility. All remaining survivors are advised to stay in the evacuation shelter.
All remaining survivors are advised to stay in the evacuation shelter. So, that means that MTF wants the personnel to hide in the evacuation shelter, but evacuation shelter unfortunately doesn't work. So that's the small lore of our game that... yeah, basically. Will we have cutscenes for respawns? For example, the MTF are in the helicopter being briefed by a pilot before landing and playing the game, or a D-class walking up in his cell. Okay, cutscenes. I'm not sure if we really need them. Of course, it would be a cool feature, but currently we have more important things to do, like optimization, like bug fixing, like overhauling some stuff and fixing the graphical issues. So yeah. Would SCP-049 be able to talk? Okay, so actually I don't want to make SCPs talkable by voice chat. However, I'm gonna add the voices to the SCP-049. Looking for a good word. So there will be a pre-recorded lines for SCP-049, and he can play it. So for example, maybe I should find it, because if you don't already know, I've been working with Volgan, who recorded the SCP-049 voices for the containment breach, and most likely we're gonna try to ask him for doing some additional of them for the secret laboratory. So maybe I should take one question from the chat. So, do the massive influx of new players will be ever... Oh, wait a second. Will ever be a shift from Discord to another platforms more built for handle massive players for the forums? So, honestly, I think that Discord is just enough. We don't have to move to any other platform. If the situation changes, we will think about it, but honestly, we currently can handle the Discord, and that's alright. Okay, so are more rooms types planned, or at least slight modification of the current one, like a damaged wall or a visual clue that could help player navigate in the map. So if you don't already know, we are currently performing the light containment zone overhaul. Maybe I should just show you some concept art of that. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I think that won't be a problem.
I can pull up a few you're allowed.
Yeah, so could you send me them? Do you have them, by the way?
Yes, we do.
Okay, because I can't find them right now. Okay, so I will take the one. I will pick one question from the chat. Will there be a possibility of SCP-127, the living gun? Okay, so I can stop right here. As I said before, now we have some SCPs to do before, because we have the list of them on our Discord, and we will start asking for next propositions if we done all of them. You should say honestly instead of honestly. Yeah, I know that. I know that. My English isn't good at all, and sorry for that, guys. But you know, I'm trying to train it in some way, so that's why I'm doing those Q&A sessions. Okay, so as you can see, I will hide the chat for a second and make myself smaller. That's a concept art for our Class D respawn. Somewhere here will be the stairs that will lead to the second floor, and that ceiling right here will be removed and replaced with something like Poznań Avemida. Okay, so that's the gallery in Poznań, in one of the cities in Poland, and it will be replaced with something like this. Just a little bit smaller, so over here there will be some barriers and Class D seals, and then can just jump or see the Class D going through that hallway. That looks awesome. That looks more like this entrance zone, but not Class D seals. I think that everything depends on the texturing, because now it really looks like the entrance zone, and I agree, but everything depends on our texturing. So that's only a concept art. It only presents our... Oh, and we already have some renders from a new light containment zone. And I also had some... just wait a second. So that's the render of our new hallway. But I also had... just let me find it. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. So that's a new curved curve. So that's basically it. Not spooky enough. I know that, but it's just a render. It's not a render. It's just a preview of the render. So it's without any shadows and stuff like that. So I think you like it. So that's the final effect. It will look like this. So yeah. What about weapons? They look awful. And these models from Fuse. I know that, and that's why we have... okay, just let me find it. View all. That's why we have the weapon overhaul right here. Weapon system overhaul, so that's one of our priorities. And I can already show you what our new artist can do. So let me just find it on weapons. Okay. So that's the presentation what our artist can do. So I think you like it, and the new weapons will be more awesome than they are right now. Okay, maybe next question. Okay, so I can't see any more questions in the chat. Cut? What is that?
Oh, sorry, that was a train going past.
Okay. Do you think we can get alert message in the start of the game that says something like emergency power is now active while the screen flash a bit red? Okay, that's quite interesting idea, but as I said before, it's something like cutscenes, so it's a cool feature, but we don't really need that at this point. We have more important things to do. Will you fix this stupid bug where you can't see shit that spawns in the start of the round? That spawned. I don't understand the question. Do you mean the spawning item issues? So the some items are invisible in the game. I think that's your point. So yeah, we are already trying to fix that. I think I know the problem, so it should be fixed in the next update. Okay. You seem very comfortable. Why? What do you mean by that? Are you guys gonna... oh, wait a second. Are you guys gonna need some sweet animations from humans and SCPs? We're gonna need some of them, but we already have a new animators though. So yeah, basically. Will you give me the list of SCP-049 farces to say? Yeah, I will of course. When is the next update planned? Next update should be one of the biggest updates, so it will be most likely in a few weeks, like 3 or 4 weeks. So you will have to wait some time, but we will surprise you with that. So don't be afraid of that. Where are you from? I'm from Poland. That's why my accent is so stupid. What are you thinking about the new weapons? Plasma shotgun, maybe. No, okay, so I'm maybe stop right here. I'm not going to add any fusion weapons or plasma weapons anymore. I want to add more realistic weapons, like P90-like weapon. Maybe I should also send you some... Oh, okay, so I have another thing from our artists. So that's basically it. Okay. We have the ability to disable HUD. Yes, I'm going to add that ability, but every time I'm trying to do so, I forget about doing that. So opening the project takes a while. As you can see, when I press that Unity button, it will take a while to open the project. And during this time, I honestly it's enough to forget about it, so that's the main problem. Okay, oh, and SCP-XXX. Okay, and as you can see, I have some side projects. They are not side projects, but I'm just testing something like decal systems, okay. So I think I can show you that one. Oh, will those be in the game? Yes, they will be in the game. Oh, and SCP-008. 008. Train constructor. Yeah, train construction is my side project, but it's nothing really special. I'm just doing that a few times a week, a few times a month actually. So as you can see, here's our new config wizard. So we can create a new file or change existing one. So that's basically it. Will the SCP-500 work? I'm not sure if we have it. Oh, we do. There we go. So yeah, it will be added in the game. Will you be adding items such as the night vision goggles, the gas mask, and the navigator from the containment breach to the game? Okay, so basically, now we are trying to move away from the containment breach assets. We don't want to steal them anymore, because currently we use a lot of them in our project, and we want to make the original ones. So that's basically it. Okay. So I can move to that scene. I keep getting stuck with the "you have been kicked." Wait a second. You have been kicked from the server every time I join the game. Okay, so as you can see here, you should check the description before asking for that. Every time everyone is talking about new ranged weapons, but what about melee weapons? I'm not going to add any melee weapons, cause... Okay, so wait a second, I just have to interrupt for a little bit. We also have new Class D anime, as you can see here, so I think you like it, cause current animations are not good at all, so that's a new one. I hope you like it. Will SCP-079 ever make another appearance? Check the description, my friend. I also I'm thinking about trying to create some SCP-106 voice lines. You know, yeah, I know that. Right, distorted. Yeah, I've been thinking about it too, but I don't think it's really necessary right now. 106 is loud enough, so it's easily, yeah. Hello, will there be SCP? Okay, I can interrupt right here, check the description. SNAV or GPS for MTF and... Okay, so I don't want to add any kind of map for MTF or any stuff like that, so I think that being lost is that in that game is quite strong side of the project. I mean, being lost in that game is quite scary, and that's basically the huge advantage of that game. So what I'm talking about. I've been trying to say that I want to avoid adding some kind of maps or GPS or as you said. What have you said? What have you said?
One of the game's
gimmicks
is it's procedural, so you're always going to get lost no matter what, and I
exactly.
think that's a real game enhancer.
Mm-hmm. Will the zombie models get fixed to stop T-posing and holding an invisible gun? It will be fixed, but we don't know the reason, honestly, for that. But yeah, it can be fixed, of course. Oh, and Scott, could you send me the new 106 model?
Yes, indeed.
So I think that it will be fixed when adding a new models like new zombie models and new SCP-106 models. So we don't have to care about current T-posing, because the entire animations will be changed in the next update. Most likely in the next update. Okay. Why don't you want to add SCP-999? I said it, I told about it on the very beginning of the stream. You can move it back. Oh no, you can't move it back. So you can, so I can repeat that. So we have a good reason for not adding these SCPs that are blacklisted on our Discord. So, okay, I'm not going. What is that? Okay, so that's some.
Larry just wants a hug.
Yeah, so that's fun render of our SCP-106.
Dang terrifying when I look at it.
Yeah, kind of terrifying. Why is SCP-035 blacklisted? Oh, okay. Check the description, okay? Smiley face. Doesn't 106 wear a jacket? I don't know.
It does, that's just a preview model.
Yeah.
We ain't got the floppy physics yet.
And what will janitor do? Honestly. If you want to be janitor, you can go to the Viscera cleanup detail.
We can give them a map and they can clean the floors.
Yeah. Are you gonna add more victory objectives or depth to the win conditions? Okay, but it's a good idea, but it will cause that the round will be longer, and currently we are trying to decrease the amount of the duration, the average duration of the round, because we want to make rounds at most 20 minutes long, so that's why we added the SCP, the LCZ decontamination process. So the additional objectives would only increase the duration of the round. Will you do something to balance the NTF guards? Yeah, I think they will be balanced after the weapon update. Next update has most optimization. Likely yes. Will you ever add HCZ decontamination? No, I don't think that's necessary, because we got Alpha Warhead, which is a kind of a decontamination. Very destructive, but it's also a kind of decontamination.
So, a question about 939 in there. Should we show them the bacon lizard?
I'm sorry?
So, a question about 939 in there. Should we show them the bacon lizard?
Yeah. Actually, I think that we can actually show the concept out of that at first. Just let me find it. Where is that? Okay. Okay, I got it. So... Oh, wait a second. Okay, there we go. That's it. The concept art for SCP-939. It looks like a frog. I know that, but I think that's really good. Can you make SCP-001? But what is SCP-009? You never know. Bacon lizard, yeah, that's bacon. Okay. Are you going to add SC? Okay, please check the description for that. Everything, there is a huge text over here that says that you should check the description before asking anything, and I would be more than happy if you did that. Why intergraphics are not supported by the game? They are not supported, but actually you can play on Intel graphics setup, but the game is quite unstable on that setup, so it's not... I mean, it's something caused by Unity, most likely by Unity, because I think that's the problem with the engine itself, because as we were doing the research, we found some similar problems with other projects in Unity. So yeah, basically. Will 939 be good? Be good? What do you mean by that? He will be aggressive. But he will be good at his... You know, he will be fun to play. Will you... you will be playing today. I'm not going to play on live stream, but I will. But you will be able to find me on some servers. Will 096 model also be changed to look as good as 106? It will be. It will be, of course. Will SCP-939 talk like human? Actually, I've been thinking about adding the possibility to record some parts of the voice chat. So, for example, and SCP-939 can record the voice of the other human and then play it. So that's basically the ability to bait people. So bite or bait, so something like that. So yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I hope so. And of course, the SCP-939 will be completely blind, so he can't see any person because he has no eyes. But however, he will be able to hear people, and then if he hear people, they will just pop up on his screen. So he will be able to do something like echolocation. So yeah, basically. What about invisible footsteps? That will be fixed in the next update. Will there be ever be more realistic separation between HCZ and EZ? Just having one small door is a bit too little for separating the office from the dangerous entities in the world. Okay, so that's actually really good proposition, and we've been trying to make some, let's say, stronger gates for that. Oh, and here's another SCP-096 possible model. Yeah, basically. If there are any negative effects that SCP-500 could take off, I don't think so, because SCP-5000 is kind of medicine that can heal everything, so it doesn't have any negative effect on human's body. What about the view model? When you have a weapon, it in hand, it stays stable even if you jump. I know that, and most likely we're gonna do that in the weapon overhaul update. And the number of item map size can be proportional to the number of players. That's actually a great idea. And honestly, I've been watching my first stream of creating the SCP Secret Laboratory, and I said here that I said something like that, and I think that that's actually a good idea. But it's hard to implement right now because current World Generator does not support any kind of minimum or amount or maximum amount of rooms. Error rate. Yeah, we're gonna add error rate. Okay. Maybe next question. Okay. I have something. Can you add a reason to use this armor? Most people don't use them. Why do? Why don't? I think people don't use them because they simply don't know about the existing of that. But yeah, I will think about it. Actually, I've been thinking about replacing the disarmor with normal handcuffs, so it will be more, you know, people will know how to use it. It will be more intuitive. Have you considered giving MTF Chaos different loadout option? Yeah, okay, so I think you're talking about the character customization. We've been thinking about it, and in one of the next updates we're gonna add it. Can you add the chat option for people without a mic? No, I'm not going to implement text chat in the nearest future. I mean, personally I won't, but I think that one of our programmers in the project will try to do so. But honestly, I think that's not a problem to have microphone in nowadays. It's nothing really expensive. The cheapest microphone you can buy the cheapest microphone for, I don't know, $2 on or Amazon or something like that. I think you can find a good microphone for $2. It's not a lot. Can you some sort of toggle function be added to sprint sneak, please? Toggle function. Okay, so I got your point. Actually, it's not hard to do. Yeah, we will think about it. Will the Alpha Warhead be changed to the Omega Warhead? As in the game Omega Warhead. Okay, people, I would like you to know that we are not doing containment breach. Secret Laboratory is something completely different than SCP Containment Breach. Of course, it has some assets taken from Containment Breach. The let's say point of the game is the same, but it does not mean that we need to do everything the same. So, if Containment Breach has Omega Warhead that would detonate the entire facility, even the upside, even the outside. Yeah, that's... My point is that we are not going to make another Containment Breach just in multiplayer. We are going to make completely separated game, but with the same point of that. That's why we are trying to move away from the Containment Breach access. Will you ever add the features favorites and history tab? Yeah, I will. That's actually that we are going to do. Will Chaos receive a lower rank? Okay, so rank system for Chaos, like right? So something like like Chaos Commander, Chaos Guard, and Chaos, I don't know, Agent. Yeah, I will think about it. I think that you're asking for a lot of good features, but most of them are not. I'm not sure. We have some priorities, okay? So we would like to add some other features before that. Okay, so maybe the last 4 questions, because we are here for about 40 minutes, so it's good time for ending. Will there be something that visualizes the you took the image? Of course it will. At some point. Okay, so I think that I can actually play some outro music. Considering SCP-XXX is but a virus that's about creating such a zombie SCP who simply a bit stronger than SCP-049-2. Yes, yeah, I got your point, okay. But it's not a question at all. Will you rework the blinking mechanic in the future? Sudden blinking when you meet SCP-173 is kinda stupid, as you know he's front of you. Okay, but you always knew that SCP-173 is in front of you, because you can hear the horror sound before that. So I think that current blinking mechanic is good enough, because continuously blinking is quite annoying. So I think that making the blinking only when it's necessary, that's a good idea. What are your priorities for the next updates? You can check our roadmap on our Steam hub. Let me just find it. Okay, I get it here. So as you can see, well, not this one, this one. Our next priority is of course bug fixing, remote admin features, light containment zone overhaul, weapon system overhaul, and more SCPs. Who's your favorite SCP? in the game, I really like playing as SCP-173, but the most, but my favorite SCP is SCP-PL-007. So you likely won't understand about that, but I think that's my favorite SCP. It's quite interesting though. Okay, will you add a new class? I answered that question already. Are you removing a fusion weapon from the game? Yes, as you can see on the roadmap, getting rid of the fusion guns, replacing them with a more realistic system, just like that. So yeah, okay, so I think, okay, maybe last question, so maybe I should wait for a second, leave your last question, and we will end on this. Okay, will you rework the surface? Yes, we will. Okay, so maybe another question, so that was... Are you modeling? No, I'm just a programmer in our game, so I'm the founder and CEO, but I'm not the actual modeler, because I'm only doing some stuff within the engine. Okay, so now the very last question. Will the outside facility be expanded? Actually, it's quite a similar question to the previous one. The outside facility will be reworked. I don't know if it will be bigger or smaller, but it won't be smaller. It will be the same size or just bigger. But I can say how much bigger it will be. Okay, it will get. So okay, so I think that we can actually move to the you know, ending sequence. So is there anything that Scott want to say?
Not really. I'm just wanting to say that it's a pleasure to develop for all you guys. It's a great community, and hope we can do this again sometime. Great
Yeah,
show.
we are really proud because of our community. We really like you guys. I mean that I could not dream a better player base. I don't know if I said it correctly, but anyway, I think you got my point. Thank you for listening, and I see you on the next Q&A session. See you guys. Bye.